Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. My name is Tristan, and I'm on a horse. I didn't remember we had one. Also have arrows. Good to know. I believe that means it needs to be washed, does it not? Like it means there's blood on the handle or something? I can't remember. Okay. How do I get off the horse? That way. Go see if we can't wash quickly. Hello, puppy. Really? Nope, didn't do anything. You don't say. And then what? Really? Wow. Good puppy. Alright. What were we doing? Sorry. Ginger is hiding out in the woods in fear of his life because by chance he recognized one of the bandits involved in the Newhoff massacre. Some fellow with a limp who lives in Uzhitz. Find the bandit in Uzhitz. Okay. Courtship. We can go talk to Teresa. Visit the scribe in Uzhitz. Find the treasure under the dovecote. Ruin. Kill the camp leader. Well, I don't think we're there yet. So we have 2 missions in Uzhitz, and honestly, the other one that I'm most interested in is courting Teresa. What is this? My home was destroyed, my parents and my sweetheart murdered. I fled like a coward and only survived by a miracle. And when I tried to do the right thing and at least bury my loved ones, I lost the last thing my father left me. The sword he forged for Sir Radzik. But I will never run it again, ever. Concurring to you, Will. With me at your controls, I'll find the bastard who led the raid on Skalitz and kill him. And I'll find that thieving rat who took my sword and run him through with it. Find Barkrat. Pardon me. Von Skalitz and avenge your parents. Find the other footpad from Newhoff. Oh, right, he was in on that. But we're going up here first. Okay. That way. How do we get there? Well, there's this lovely road right here that comes up. Seems to go all the way. Yeah. Interesting. This road? This is the road. find it interesting that he's just riding alone, one, without protection, and two, we actually get to see him going from town to town. I'm on the right road, right? And the answer is no.
Yeah.
Where was that turn off? Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Horse is gonna need to rest in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to cross the water. Doesn't look like there's a bridge. There's a fork that goes to the right. We take. Oh, there's a bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, good, you rested.
Yeah.
Okay, follow the A now. I was wondering if there was a horsemanship.
Help me, somebody. Please, help me.
What do you need? Stuff it off the horse. Why do I feel like this is a trap? I'm about to get ambushed.
What happened to you?
Those cumin devils killed my husband. Me and the children had to flee for our lives. To live in the woods, like wild beasts. I hide in the woods at night and during the day beg here at the roadside. I'd like to bring the children something better to eat than acorns. Haven't you got something for me, sir?
Don't you want to go to Ratai? There are other refugees there. Someone will take care of you.
No, sorry, sir, but I won't go there. I've heard what happens there. A few groschen, sir, so I can go and buy some milk for the little one.
Food? Let me see. What about this?
Thank you, sir. thank you 100-fold. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Not one bandit on that entire journey, including the extra route that I took. Okay. Should we learn how to read? You look like a butcher. What was the other one? Down the road, turn right, go down. I think it was on the left. That building there. What do you mean wearing full armor? You can't jump this wood fence. Where's your entrance? Jeez. Horse trick. Could have figured that out with the horses there, but okay. Where did I go? Oh, there's the town. Okay, so nothing to explore until we get into town. Let's continue along this way for a minute. Start on the left and work our way in. Is this an archery range? Yep.
straight from the tree. And beetroot fresh from the field.
Yeah, I got a new mic arm today, actually. So you no longer hear me hitting the space bar or my keyboard, which was that dum 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 whenever I was recording or streaming or anything like that. 'Cause my mic was literally sitting in front of my keyboard, which was in between me and the keyboard. Is that everything? Yes. But now if I bump my elbow on the table beside me, you're gonna get it. Let's learn to read. That was the scribe.
Garlic, beetroot, asparagus.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
What would you want with him? Well, it's no skin of my nose. The bastard has a cottage on the edge of the village by the road to Rattay.
Don't think you're the right people. Oh, sure. You the scribe? That looks like a scribe mark, so sure.
God be with you.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
Must be that farmhand Lubosh. I don't know what the hell you'd want him for, and I don't much care. He's got a cottage on the edge of the village near the stream.
We have a name. I will forget it very quickly, but we have a name.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not? I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
50 groschen.
Here are your groschen.
Then we may as well start. No. He did break his vow, but better than to dishonor it here. May he follow his heart. Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on. So, let's see you read a bit. There's a book here on the table. Try to read it.
Will I manage?
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through it.
Sorry, I turned up my headset. One at a countryman going to hit the nest of his goose. No funund turn that egg all yellow and glittering. One day, a countryman going to the nest of his goose found there an egg, all yellow and glittering. Oh, he found a golden egg. I get it. Wait, what am I supposed to do? They say the pen is mightier than the sword. Maybe it's time I learn to read. Go back to the scribe. Let's just read it. When he looked it up, it was when he took it up, it was as heavy as lead, and he was going to throw it away, because he thought a trick had been played upon him. But he took it home on second thought, and soon found, to his delight, that it was an egg of pure gold. Every morning, the same thing occurred, and he soon became rich by selling his eggs. As he grew rich, he grew greedy, and thinking to get at once all the gold the goose could give, he killed it and opened it only to find nothing. Honestly, it was not that hard since I'm dyslexic, and that's what most of reading looks like. Hi.
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
That being greedy doesn't pay.
Excellent. You're one of my most talented pupils. You've uncovered the meaning hidden in the letters. Like I told you, books are valuable, and the words that you place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read then?
Yes, you have the foundation. Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we'll move on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men. If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
You're a clever lad. You'll manage.
Yeah, I don't know how to read that. I can't open up it again, so obviously I'm not supposed to actually learn anything.
I read the page.
So tell me, Distupule, what's written there?
Yep. I tried to open back up. I was like, okay, let's see if I can't, like, memorize or picture something. Heart drop it. Don't think that's gonna be it.
Nullus est liber tam malus, ut non lique parte prosit.
Good heavens! Don't tell me you haven't had lessons before. Excellent. Well, there's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations. You can go and be ordained right away.
Thank you, Domine. I'm feeling a lot wiser.
I mean, 3 options, 2 of them were the same except one had English words, one didn't. And then the third one was completely different. Courtship, Scavier. Okay, so we know how to read. Which means now, if we go to a place that has a herbalist thing, I can start brewing potions and make money that way. Yay!
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
What would you want with him? Well, it's no skin off my nose. The bastard has a cottage on the edge of the village by the road to Ratai.
He seems liked.
Take care now.
I think everybody likes this guy that we're gonna go kill. Or, what are we doing? Are we killing him? Okay, so road to Ratai. Which is down here. Thought so. Back the way we came. Cross the bridge.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Uzhitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Sacre. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Yeah, I don't mean, like, when I said I'm not going to remember his name, I didn't mean to be rude. It's just I don't remember anybody's names. I'm very bad with names.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
How did we go from cronies to kith or kin?
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now, and nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
You look suspicious. Let's start with you.
Mother of God, you look like you've been assaulted.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask away.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
He was a drunkard and a beast, and lazy too. Idle hands are the devil's tools.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
The only thing seemed suspicious was how a rogue like him suddenly started going to church. Now I see why, of course.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
What do I care about that scoundrel? I was glad he stayed out of my way.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
He was always a loner. Except lately he started talking to the parish priest of all people.
That's all. Thank you.
Good luck then.
Good day to you.
We're going to question everyone.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
That's all. Thank you.
I want to question these. I want to question a few, at least a few of them. See if anybody else gives us anything other than the priest. He never mentioned the priest, which is kind of funny. If she's the only one that mentions the priest, and she was the first one I went to, that's just hilarious.
God be with you. What can I do for you?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time, and then yesterday he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
That's all. Thank you.
Excuse me. Sorry.
May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah. Problem with the new mic arm is the mic is literally right in front of my face. So even when I turn my face, their head to sneeze or cough.
God be with you, good sir.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Leiper. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk. He
Oh,
was
wait.
always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much. But I wouldn't wish an end like that on anyone.
Do not put up.
That's all. Thank you.
Take care now.
Good day to you.
Yeah.
Take care now.
Guess that's it. Go talk to the priest.
Down! Stay away from people if you can't ride a horse, you moron!
The freshest you can get!
Not odd at all. My horse's name is Pebbles.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practiced with a stick. A reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
That's an overly American accent.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Leiper, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
How do you know about the murder? It just, like, we just discovered it. You weren't there.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son, and one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
I have the most points in this. But I don't feel like it's the right answer.
For heaven's sake, Father, can you really look me in the eye and tell me that, when you know you may be condemning innocent people to death?
I can, because if I broke that vow, the consequences would be much worse than if I didn't. Maybe not immediately, but one day. The mills of God grind slowly.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Farewell.
Is he gonna want me to keep getting him? Like, is he gonna want me to buy him a lot of alcohol? You learned folk songs. I like folk songs. Oh yeah, we didn't go inside. I think that's what it's saying there. If you run somebody over with your horse, do you lose reputation? Body's gone. Cobwebs. I'm actually just looking for stuff that might be getting information, but might as well grab some food and stuff. Not like he needs it. And his intestines were all over the ground, so.
Armour? Well, it seems Lubosh wasn't your everyday crofter. And judging by the bloodstains, it looks like he lived the way he died.
Knew there'd be something in there. So apparently we haven't found out enough. Where's that armor? Yeah, weighs quite a bit.
Is someone there?
Nope. Oh, this is just an entire city thing, kind of thing. Alright, so we need to ask people, I guess.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Sir Anish gives a job like that to a young fella like you? Well, what do I care? Ask.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a strange one. Always drinking, bad-tempered. Lord knows how he made a living. Oh, maybe now I've got an idea or two.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
I didn't see much of him lately. Not even in the tavern. Not till yesterday in church, as it happens.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home at all. Wait, are you saying he... Jesus.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
I really don't know. As far as I know, he had no kin. I never saw him with anyone.
That's all. Thank you.
Farewell.
God be with you. Do you need anything?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask all you want, lad.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
Those that live by the sword die by the sword. I'm not surprised the end he came to.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Everything about him was suspicious. I always gave him a wide berth.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
How would I know?
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
I don't know, since I don't go to alehouses.
That's all. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
She brings up a good point. We should go to the alehouse.
Well, I never. My respects to you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder...
Do you know anyone Lubos used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
That's all. Thank you.
Farewell.
Yeah, let's go up to the tavern. Yeah, I'm not going to last much longer for this episode. I'm sorry, I'm getting really dizzy. Lightheaded. I can take an apple. I guess they're not good.
Good day to you. What do you need? Good luck then.
My respects to you. God be with you.
Greetings. What do you need?
Here, just as you ordered.
Nobody has anything new.
God be with you.
Farewell.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Seriously.
God be with you.
God be with you. Do you need anything? God bless.
How does nobody have anything new?
Take care.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Another thing about Lubos,
Straight from the tree, melons right off the vine, and
I found armor in his house, covered in blood.
God preserve us. Everyone knows he was a violent oaf, but I never thought he'd stoop to murder. At least he never did that here.
The parish priest here in Uzhitz, he's a peculiar sort of cleric. I noticed he's quite handy with a sword.
He is indeed. He's as hard as nails. More than once he's intervened in a brawl in the tavern and sat everyone on their asses. He's not to be taken lightly.
I doubt he acquired those skills at the seminary.
You know how it goes. The nobles send their youngest sons to study for the priesthood, and our parish priest has blue blood in him. He probably learnt to fight at home before he went to university. That's how it goes with those aristocrats. But I heard something happened and he was roving the world for a while. Don't know what he got up to, though. May the Lord watch over you.
You go back to Roman times where most of the priests were, or not priests, but most of the bishops were retired generals.
God be with you. Good luck to you.
I think I talked to you.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Farewell.
Seriously, nobody has anything new.
God be with you. Farewell. You've no business here. Clear off.
Good God. What happened to your clothes? If you were robbed, you should report it.
God bless.
Jesus Christ be praised. Good luck to you.
Honestly thought we'd get information from here. Okay, well, I'm actually going to end this episode because I'm really not doing well. Getting very big-headed. Thank you all for watching. It's been a pleasure. Please leave any comments if you might have, and I hope to see you all again. Have a great day, everybody.